Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. In today's video I'm going to do some Hocus Pocus Halloween home decor DIYs. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell button so you can get notified every time I upload. With that being said, now let's craft. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Hocus Pocus decor site. Now this was inspired by one that I did like 2 years ago, so it's kind of similar but not really. So I am going to start with 2 of the Dollar Tree signs. I am going to remove these little small pumpkins because I think I can use these for something else. The next thing I will be doing is just removing the tags. With these 2 signs, I'm going to make a big sign. So I decided to use these paint stir sticks that I got from Lowe's instead of regular popsicle sticks because I feel like this is going to make it more sturdy. So I'm just gluing all 3 of them in the back using hot glue. Now I'm going to just paint it using some white chalk paint. You can cover the little holes that the signs have, but I decided not to. Once I am done painting the sign, I am going to just put it to the side and let it dry. As you can see, I made this look more rustic and more farmhouse. Now I'm going to work on the little witches. I did pick up 3 of these witches that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now these have these little cats, so I am going to just remove them. I was being very careful, but the little brooms still broke, so that is okay because I saved all the parts, and then later on I will be gluing them together. Once I was done doing that, I thought I was going to use the front of the witches, so that's why I sent most of them. Actually, I did send all 3 of them, but I do end up using the back instead. Since I will be using the back, I'm going to carefully remove the legs, and then I'm going to draw Winifred's hair. Since hers is curly, I do want it to be a little bit, or at least look a little bit curly. Then for Mary's, I'm going to just make it a little bit more pointier, and then for Sarah's, I'm gonna just leave it how it is. I do want them to be a little bit different. So once I am done cutting their hair, I am going to start drawing like the hat, the face, and everything. And as you can see, I do have the other witch so it can guide me. To be honest, I thought it was going to take me a long time, but it actually wasn't that hard. And excuse my hair. Once I was done drawing the first witch, I then drew the other one, which made it so much easier. Once I was finished, I then started to paint them. Now I'm going to start with Winifred, and I'm using this Waverly chalk paint in the color Pumpkin, which using chalk paint is so much easier. I did use some acrylic paint, which I did have to go over like 4 to 5 times to get the color I wanted. I did start off using this light purple, but then I did switch it to a darker purple. So then I painted the hats black and the dresses black. Then I'm going to paint the brooms. I started by painting the broomsticks brown and the rest using this yellow, which is acrylic, which I did have to go over like 3 times to be darker. Now once I had that, I then painted their face using this coral color that I had. Once they were dry, I then made the faces using a Sharpie. I know it's a lot of painting, but I promise you I am almost done. I'm going to just finish the legs. I did start by painting the little boots using some black paint, and then for the legs I did paint them white first because I'm going to draw like, I don't know, leggies. So to one of them I am going to make orange stripes, to the other one I'm going to make purple squares, and then yellow polka dots. Once I am finished, I'm going to just glue the legs back on the witches, and I'm going to glue the brooms back. Okay, so I was going to, or actually, I am going to put the word Hocus Pocus at the bottom. So I should have done that first before I glue the witches, which I didn't do. That's one mistake I did. I actually glued them first, and then I didn't have room for the word Hocus Pocus, so I did have to remove them and then glue them back on. And this is why you see some of the glue residue. Now I'm going to put the word Hocus Pocus. I did use my Cricut. I know a lot of you don't have one, so you can't use Dollar Tree stickers or any other craft store stickers, or you can even print something out and then just transfer it. I actually did that for the Hocus Pocus sign I did 2 years ago. I transferred them, but I have a Cricut, so I thought this was easier. And honestly, I had already been working on this project for I think almost 2 hours, but not because it's hard, it's because I was watching my novela, so I was like watching it and then working on it, so that's why it took a little bit longer. But once I was finished, I just glued some ribbon. I did some purple ribbon, orange, and yellow. And that is it, guys. That is it for this Hocus Pocus, which I think it turned out so beautiful and it's so cute. For my next DIY, I will be making I Smell Children sign. Now from Dollar Tree, I'm going to use one of their large signs. The one I'm using is from Christmas. This is actually from last year, but Dollar Tree right now is carrying Halloween and fall large signs. So I am going to start by removing the staples and the string. Then I'm going to paint this using some white chalk paint. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. Now I'm going to use these little witch hats that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use 3 in total. Then I'm going to paint one of them orange, one of them yellow, and then one of them purple. So the purple and the yellow hat do look a little bit lighter because I tried to add some white chalk paint just to make the paint a little bit thicker, and it didn't work. Totally fell what I was trying to do. But anyway, the next thing I did is I used my Cricut and I printed I Smell Children. Now, like I said, you can use stickers, transfer them, or even write it if you have a nice handwriting. But since I already had the Hocus Pocus one, I decided to print out this one too. So I am starting with the word children and then I smell. Once I am done transferring the words, I am going to just glue the hats on the side. I felt that the hats needed something, so I used this beautiful buffalo check orange ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I made a bow and I glued it to the orange hat. I will be making a purple and a yellow bow. And that is it for this sign. For my next DIY, I'm going to be using this 4th of July sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. I removed the sticker and the tag. Then I'm going to use some white chalk paint to paint this. I am not painting it perfect. I do want this to look more of a farmhouse. The next Dollar Tree item I will be using is this Halloween decor sign. Now I'm going to remove the bottles and I'm going to paint the gray little bottle using purple. So I do want this to be a purple potion. I think that's how you say it. But anyways, the next thing I did was just arranging them on the sign. And I thought they were too big, so I decided to cut the top part off of all three bottles. So there's so many options that you can do with this. You can use the little pick your poison decor sign that came with it, but as you can see, I messed mine up. I was trying to make it smaller, but I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I decided to just print out this pick your poison using my Cricut. This is not sponsored by Cricut, but I already had my Cricut out, so I decided to use it. I did make this image up, so I'll have the link down in the description box in case you want to check it out. I'm going to just transfer it, and then I'm going to add the little spider. This is a spider ring, and this little bat. Both of these are from the Dollar Tree. And that is it for this pick your poison. I think it turned out so cute. For my next DIY, I will be using another of this 4th of July signs. I'm going to repeat the same steps, remove the tag and the sticker, and then I'm going to paint this using some white chalk paint. So once again, I used my Cricut to print this cauldron out. I think that's how you say it, but it's easier to call it pot, I think. So I am going to transfer this, and Dollar Tree does carry some wood ones that you can use instead. I just haven't seen a lot of Halloween stuff on my Dollar Trees, so I'm using this. Then I'm going to use a Dollar Tree little wood plank, and I'm going to paint it purple, and I'm going to add 2 Jenga blocks on the back. I also made this I put a spell on you using my Cricut. I'll have the link down in the description box. So all I'm gonna do is just transfer this to the purple wood plank, and as you can see, the little wand, I guess my black vinyl wasn't long enough, so that's why the star is cut off, but it still worked because I just put it at the top. And then once I am done doing that, I am going to add some little bubbles at the bottom. Well, not at the bottom, but underneath the wand. So now I'm going to just put this together. I'm going to glue the little sign right on top, and then I'm going to transfer the pot. It is looking a little bit empty, so I decided to use this Dollar Tree little popsicle sticks to make the little stirring stick. I think that's how you call it. But yeah, I did just cut it a little bit, and then I'm going to paint it orange and with a black handle. I then glue it to the cauldron, and then I made some more bubbles using the Waverly chalk paint and the color mineral. I went over the other bubbles I did on the sign because they weren't white, so I decided for all of them to be the same color. Now to finish this off, I thought I needed something else, but actually it looks fine just like that. But I did add this little pumpkin that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I added to the cauldron. But other than that, that is it for this sign. Actually, this is my favorite one I did, so I hope you guys liked it. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and like these Hocus Pocus DIYs. Let me know down in the comment section which one's your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.